welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a makeup tutorial. This one is a very exciting video because it's actually a collaboration with Miss ChloeNoelle. If you haven't heard of Chloe, you need to go and check out her channel. Her channel is amazing. She posts really good makeup tutorials and hair tutorials. She's super talented and super gorgeous, so you really need to go and check her out. So what we decided is that Chloe would do 2 hairstyles for spring, and then I would go in and do a spring makeup look to go with those hairstyles. I really hope that you enjoy this. I'm going to leave all of Chloe's information in my description box below so you can check out her channel and also the hair tutorial. And I really hope that you enjoy this, and I'll see you in my next video. First things first, I did go in and prime my eyelids with my MAC Paint Point Soft Ochre, and then I put some sellotape on just so we can get a really nice crisp line, because we're going to be doing quite a winged out eyeliner today. So I did go in with Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie, and I'm just going to be buffing that into my crease with my MAC 217 just to act as a transition shade. I'm going to go in with these MAC eyeshadows. I'm going to take 2 of them, and the names of these are Hawks and Quarry, and they're both kind of like a brownie colour, but they have a really nice pink undertone to them, so I really think they're going to complement the rose gold theme that we've got going on with the eyes today. So I'm just going to be taking a mixture of them together with my MAC 217. I'm just going to be blending that out into my crease. Now I'm going to be going in with the colour Gingersnap, and that is from the MAC Warm Neutrals palette. I'm just going to be taking my Real Technique shading brush, and I'm just going to be blending that out into my crease. I absolutely love this eyeshadow at the moment, and it's a beautiful pink colour, but it's just got the right amount of shimmer. So when we go in with that rose gold colour on the lids, it's just really going to complement that look and make it all come together. I'm going to be going in with the colour Dark Brew, and the same brush, I'm just going to be putting that into the outer V of my eye and blending that out. This is the darkest shade that we're going to be using today, so that's just really going to add some definition to the eye. I'm going to be using 2 pigments. The first one is by Makeup Revolution in the colour Rose Gold, and the second is by MAC in the colour Melon. Now I'm going to be taking that Rose Gold shade and using my finger, I'm just going to be patting that onto my eyelid. This is a cream based eyeshadow, so it applies wet. So before it sets, I'm just going to be using my MAC 239 brush and taking that Melon shade and patting that onto the top to set it, and that's just really going to make its beautiful rose gold colour. I absolutely love the Makeup Revolution brand. They're super cheap. I think this eyeshadow was about £5, and the pigmentation you get from it is amazing. It does slip and slide everywhere because obviously it is a bit of a cream based formula, but it is well worth it, and for the pigmentation, the quality of it, it's really good. Once I've applied those pigments, I'm just going to be tidying it up, and I'm just going to be taking my Real Techniques blending brush, and I'm just going to be blending backwards and forwards into my crease just to tidy up that look and make sure all that glitter is blended out. I'll be taking my NARS eyeliner in the colour Via Veneto, and I'm just going to be placing that on my upper waterline, and what that's going to do is really make the eyelashes appear more fuller. I'm taking my Bobbi Brown gel eyeliner in the colour Black Ink and a flat angled brush, and I'm just going to be drawing out a winged eyeliner. So I'm going to be going quite dramatic with this today. So I've kept the sellotape on just so that if I do mess up, then at least by the time I take it off, we've got a really nice crisp sharp line. So that's a really good tip for you guys if you want to know how to get a really nice clean line. You can be quite messy with it at the moment, because once you take that sellotape off, it will be really nice and clean and put together. So now I'm going to be doing my eyelashes. So I'm just going to be taking my Clinique High Impact Mascara and my Red Cherry Lashes in the number 118. Now moving on to face, I'm going to be taking my Makeup Forever High Definition Primer, and I'm just going to be patting that into the skin to use as a base before we apply foundation. Now I'm going to be using 2 foundations today. So the first one is the Makeup Forever High Definition, and that is in the colour N120, and then I use the Loreal Infallible 24 Hour Wear Foundation in the colour Vanilla. Now the reason why I like to use these 2 together is because the Makeup Forever one has a very medium coverage, but I really like the quality of it. So it's very long wearing and it just feels so nice on the skin, but with the L'Oreal Infallible, it's really high coverage and really flawless, which is why I like to mix a little bit of that in with it, so you just get more of a flawless finish. So I'm just going to be taking my beauty blender and patting that into my skin and blending that all out. Now moving on to concealer, and the concealer that I'm using today is the MAC Prolongwear, and I'm just going to be using that in a triangle shape underneath my eye and then blending that out with my beauty blender. To highlight the centre of my face, I'm going to be taking my L'Oreal Lumi Magique pen, and I'm just going to be using that on the centre of my face, so down the front of my nose, the front of my forehead, a little bit of my cupid's bow and a little bit of my chin, and that's just going to really lighten and brighten that area. Now I'm going to be taking my Hourglass Ambient Light palette and the middle lightest shade, and I'm just going to be using that to set that concealer, so underneath the eyes and down the centre of the face, and that's just going to make sure it stays in place all day and it doesn't budge. Now I'm going to be taking my 17 Instant Glow bronzer and my NARS Eater brush, and I'm just going to be using that to contour my face. I've been loving this bronzer recently. It's a really good affordable bronzer. It blends out really easily and it lasts all day. I really like the colour on me as well, so if you're fair skinned like I am, I really would recommend this bronzer. It's not too dark. I think this is in the shade medium, so it just suits my complexion really well, I think, and yeah, it's really nice for contouring. For blushes today, I'm going to be taking Makeup Geek Spellbound, and I'm just going to be taking my Real Techniques cheek brush, and I'm going to be putting that onto the high points of my cheekbones and also a little bit on the apples of my cheeks, and blending that out with my Duo Fibre. For highlights today, I'm going to be taking MAC Soft and Gentle, and I'm just going to be placing that just above where we put that blusher, and that's just really going to give a nice glow to the skin. So now I'm just going to be going and penciling in my eyebrows. Finish off the eyes, I'm just going to be going back into the MAC Warm Neutrals palette, and with that colour Gingersnap, I'm just going to be placing that underneath on my lower lash line, and I'm just going to be blending that through with a little bit of that dark brew, which is that darker shade that we use on the outer V. So I'm just going to be concentrating that colour mainly on the outer half of the eye, and then what I'm going to do is take the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in the colour Copper, and this colour is beautiful. It matches the lid colour so well, so I'm just going to be using that underneath and the inner half section of my lower lash line. And the reason why I use that and not the pigment is because obviously we put our foundation on now, so if I went back in with a pigment I probably would create a load of mess and yeah, I'd have to go and tidy it all up. So just with this pencil it's just so much easier just to quickly draw a little bit just to make that colour pop. So to complete the eye makeup look, I'm just going to be going back in with that black eyeliner and placing that on my lower lash line, and then I'm going to have one final coat of mascara on the lower lashes. So after we finish with the eyes, I'm going to be moving on to lips, and I'm going to do like an ombre effect lip today. So I'm going to be taking my lip liner in the colour In Anticipation, and that is by MAC, and I'm just going to be focusing that mainly on the outer parts of my lip, so to kind of make it appear more sort of like an ombre effect. And then the lipstick today is by MAC again, and that is in the colour Pink Plaid, and then I've just topped it off with a little bit of lip gloss, and this one is in the shade Cruella, and that is by NARS. Guys, this is the completed look. I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you go and check Chloe's channel out and watch the hair tutorial, and I'll see you on my next video.